Hello everyone, again. It is now a little after 2:08. I have been having some major problems. Um, now my battery's just about low, so I'm sitting in the floor charging charging my phone while I try this again. I did a pretty good lesson earlier, and after I was finished, I went to upload it, and it said it could not upload. It was gone. I don't know. Um, Satan has been really working against me getting this started again. It's been frustrating. I've been trying to pray and trying to breathe. I did have a friend of mine pray with me. I've been talking to her about this, so I really don't know what all I did earlier, but I guess it's for a reason, because my phone just messed up, I guess. So let's go ahead and start this lesson again. Hopefully it'll work this time. Let's see. Ahia has given us a huge authority. As born again believers, Messiah has given us more authority than even Adam and Eve had. They had authority over this earth. However, after Messiah rose from the dead, he had authority in heaven, authority on earth, and authority under earth, meaning the demonic realm and hell. Philippians 2:10. After Messiah resurrected, but before he ascended, he turned to his disciples and said, "All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost, the Ruach HaKodesh, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. I am with you always, even unto the end of the world." Matthew 28:18 and 20. I do need to say this. It says, after the Messiah rose from the dead, he had authority in heaven, authority on earth, and authority under the earth, which he had all authority before. He had all the authority before. And so this is not right. He had all the authority before and after. Since therefore means in the light of what I have just said, the Messiah was basically telling his followers, the authority and power I have, I now give to you. Go and continue doing my work, the work that I have begun. The authority we have as believers in Messiah today is superior to that authority Adam had. We have everything back that he lost, and so much more. We now have authority over the demonic realm. Matthew 10:1 and 7 and 8 states. The Old versus the New Testament, which the Old Covenant and the New Covenant, they are one. I don't understand why people keep separating them. Compared to the Old Testament, there is a huge difference in the way the New Testament talks about Satan. Although the Old Testament hardly mentions him, the New Testament reveals that Satan is the one who caused different kinds of sicknesses, seizures, convulsions, and blindness. The New Testament reveals many things as being demonic in origin. How come Yahuwah gave us this knowledge in the New Testament, but not in the Old? Simply put, Even if the Old Testament saints would have known these things, they could not have done anything with them. It would not have done them any good to know that Satan was behind certain things, because they did not have the authority to rebuke or bind them, which I do not believe. I believe they knew a lot more in the Old Testament, the Old Covenant. They knew so much more than what the Bible tells us. Most of everything has been lost. Every time they turn their backs on Yahuwah, everything was lost. They removed the truth and put in the lies of their new deities. So I believe they did know. They knew so much more, and they had a different way to handling things. But a lot of it was not. It was written down. It was recorded, but it was destroyed. And so we don't have much to go on in that aspect. So people don't understand, as it's black and white to them. Basically, the Old Testament people were told, just submit to these laws. With your actions, do these things, and don't do these others. By yielding their actions to Yahuwah in this manner, he was empowered to move in their lives. It also limited what Satan can do. Basically, this was the approach. This is the approach in the Old Testament. In the New Testament, we now have an authority that has been given to us that enables us to go beyond the surface level. Since we have been given authority over demons, we can go behind the scenes and deal with the demonic powers that are causing sicknesses and diseases and are inspiring people to act a certain way. We can see results that Old Testament people could never have seen, which I believe they did see so much more. But certain people think that if it's not recorded, they don't know about it, which that is not true. However, along with this superior authority, we have been given comes responsibility. This means that since the Messiah gave us such power and authority, if we do not use it, then we stop him from intervening. Yahuwah flows through us. The Messiah gave us power and authority over the devil. Then he called his 12 disciples together and gave them power and authority over all devils and to cure diseases. Luke 9:1. Luke 10 tells us how he called out 70 and he gave them the same power and the same authority and sent them out 2 by 2, which many people don't talk about that. And when they do, it's been changed where it only says that he anointed them and sent them out. But that anointed really means he gave them the power and authority. The same thing as he did his disciples. Power here means that we have the ability and the might. We also have the authority to use that ability and might. But with that authority comes responsibility. Submit yourselves therefore to Yahuwah. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. I'm sure you all know that verse, James 4:7. Many Christians are not using, I do not like the word Christian. If you do your research, you will find out more about this. Many are not using the authority that has been given to them. When Satan bothers them, maybe it's through some sickness, disease, poverty, tragedy, or other demonic attack. They approach Yahuwah as if they do not have any power or authority. They beg Yahuwah, saying, "Please, Yahuwah, change this situation. Please get the devil off my back." They don't realize that this is not within Yahuwah's authority. He has given that to us. This is exactly what scriptures say. I give you power and authority over all devils. Yahuwah gave us authority over the devil. Yahuwah gave the authority to the Messiah, and the Messiah gave the authority to us. If you're being fought by a demonic force, you have the authority to do something about it. Now you do have to be spiritual enough to discern its origin. You need to discern. Is it truly spiritual or just something completely natural? If it's truly a demonic attack, then you are responsible to get rid of that demon. It's Yahuwah's power, but that power has been placed under your authority. If you don't use it, it won't be used. Many Christians who come to me for counsel and prayer are just powerless. They don't understand that they have any authority. They're begging Yahuwah, "Please remove this sickness. Prosper me financially. Please save this person." They are begging Yahuwah to do things that He told them they have the authority to do. When Yahuwah said, "You resist the devil and he will flee from you," that means that if you don't resist the devil, he won't flee. Yahuwah is not going to take care of the devil for you. He's already defeated. Satan, the Messiah has already defeated Satan and stripped him of his power. Yahuwah gave you authority. Our Messiah gave us authority. And if you don't exercise it, He's not going to come and rebuke the devil for you. The battle isn't between the Messiah and the devil directly anymore. It is between the devil and us. The Messiah has equipped us with authority and power, and we have to use it. Some people wonder, well, if it's Yahuwah's will for us to be healed, then why did this person die? Yahuwah, our Messiah gave us the power to heal. It's not our power, it's His power, but it's under our authority. The Messiah never told us to pray and ask Yahuwah to heal people. He told us to go and heal the sick. Matthew 10:8. In the Gospels, the Messiah never commanded His disciples to pray for the sick, but He did command them to heal the sick. The way it's being done in the church today, we basically pray, "Oh Father, we know that you could do it. If it is your will, please, pretty please, do it." We come as beggars, asking. If we don't see something manifest, if we don't see an instant result, then we wonder, why didn't Yahuwah heal them? No, Yahuwah has already released all the healing power it takes for every person on this planet to be healed of every sickness and every disease. Our Messiah took the stripes, and now He's giving us the power to heal the sick. He gave us the power and the authority over all demons to cast them out and to cure diseases. The Messiah gave us that power, and it's up to us to use it. Consider Peter and John at the temple gate. Now Peter and John went up together into the temple at the hour of prayer, being the 9th hour, And a certain man, lame from his mother's womb, was carried, whom they laid daily at the gate of the temple, which is called Beautiful, to ask alms of them that entered into the temple, who seeing Peter and John about to go into the temple, and asked an alms. And Peter, fastening his eyes upon him with John, said, Look on us. And he gave heed unto them, expecting to receive something of them. Acts 3:1-5. Then Peter said, Silver and gold have I none, but such as I have I give thee. In the name of our Messiah, Emmanuel of Nazareth, rise up and walk. And he took him by the right hand and lifted him up, and immediately his feet and ankle bones received strength. And he leaping stood up and walked, and entered with them into the temple, walking and leaping and praising Yahuwah. Notice in verse 6 that Peter said, Such as I have, give I thee. Peter and John would be kicked out of most churches around the world today for saying, I have the power to heal you. It has become fashionable for us to say, No, it's not me. I could not heal a gnat. Well, the truth is none of us could heal a gnat in our own human power. But we are not only human, we are born again. And Yahuwah gave us power and authority, the right and ability to use that power. So Peter was absolutely correct when he said, Such as I have, give I thee. Notice in this instance that Peter never even prayed a prayer. Most people would think that was terrible. How dare him heal someone without praying and asking Yahuwah? I don't know about you, but I'm after results. Peter got the right results. His approach to the situation is the proper approach. Peter